Hello, and welcome back to Immortal News. In today's video, we will be honoring 11 legends who have passed away today and recently. Stay with us until the end of the video for special tributes. Please support us by liking this video. Your engagement means a lot to us and is crucial for helping us continue our work. Thank you. Number 11. Joe Wurzelbacher, the everyman who shaped a presidential debate. Joe Wurzelbacher, famously known as Joe the Plumber, passed away on August 13th after a months-long battle with pancreatic cancer. He was 49 years old. He is survived by his wife Katie, their 3 young children, Samantha Jo, Henry, and Sarah Jo, and an adult son Joey from a previous marriage. Wurzelbacher burst onto the national scene in 2008 when he questioned then-presidential candidate Barack Obama about his tax policies during a campaign event in Ohio. The question put Obama's spread the wealth around philosophy into the spotlight, turning Joe the Plumber into an instant icon of working-class America. Republican nominee John McCain and his running mate Sarah Palin cited the conversation as proof of Obama's socialist-leaning worldview, elevating Wurzelbacher to something more than just a concerned citizen. Wurzelbacher leveraged his newfound fame to join McCain and Palin on the campaign trail. His simple question transformed him into a talking point and a representation of the quintessential American everyman during the presidential debates. Despite his affiliation with the Republican Party, he continued to embody the spirit of the American middle class, weary of the potential impacts of political decisions on their livelihoods. In 2016, Wurzelbacher once again made headlines for his support of Donald Trump. In an interview, he praised Trump's business acumen and personal success, embodying the American dream that he himself aspired to. While he may not have had a long-spanning political career, Wurzelbacher's poignant question in 2008 had a lasting impact. It encapsulated the concerns of many Americans and ignited a nationwide discussion about wealth distribution and taxation. He may have started as an ordinary plumber, but he became an enduring symbol of the working class, questioning the impact of high-reaching political decisions on everyday lives. Tribute to Joe Wurzelbacher. Number 10. Rich Stubler, a defensive mastermind and 5-time Grey Cup champion. Rich Stubler, a luminary in the world of American and Canadian football, passed away on August 27th at the age of 74. The cause of his death was not immediately disclosed. Stubler's football career spanned over 5 decades, starting in the early 1970s when he first began coaching at Roaring Fork High School in Carbondale, Colorado. His tactical acumen made him a sought-after coach at multiple levels, including high school, the NCAA, the Arena Football League, and most prominently, the Canadian Football League. Stubler's influence in Canadian football is unparalleled. He coached with 6 different CFL teams and became a 5-time Grey Cup champion, all as a defensive coordinator. His tenure in the CFL began in 1983 with the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and he played an instrumental role in winning the Grey Cup in 1986. His innovative edge defense strategy became a game-changer, lining up defensive tackles and ends 2 yards off the line of scrimmage to allow for better vision and tackling angles. He also had stints in the NCAA, most notably as the defensive coordinator for the University of Oregon. Although his strategies didn't replicate the same success in the NCAA, his contributions to football strategies are still significant. Beyond the gridiron, Stubler was remembered as an excellent mentor and friend. His most recent position was as the defensive coordinator at Clearwater Academy International in Florida, where he continued to impart his vast knowledge to younger generations. Stubler's influence extends beyond his trophy cabinet. He leaves a lasting legacy in the countless players and coaches he mentored throughout his distinguished career. Tributes have been pouring in from all corners of the football community, affirming the depth of his impact on the game he loved. Tribute to Rich Stubler. Number 9. Brian McBride, an ambient maestro and debating virtuoso. Brian McBride, influential ambient musician and one half of the renowned duo Stars of the Lid, passed away at the age of 53 on August 27th. His label Cranky confirmed his death, the cause of which has not been disclosed. Born in Irving, Texas in 1970, McBride not only shaped the ambient and electronic music scenes, but was also a formidable figure in the debating world. After moving to Austin in 1990, he met Adam Wiltsey, and together they formed Stars of the Lid in 1993. Their albums, such as The Tired Sounds of Stars of the Lid and Their Refinement of the Decline, have become cornerstones in the ambient music genre. Apart from music, McBride had a brilliant debating career. As a high school student, he had an impressive win-loss record and received several top 5 speaker awards at the National Debate Tournament during his years at the University of Texas. He later became a debate coach, impacting generations of students and guiding several universities to wins and notable achievements in debating. Beyond Stars of the Lid, McBride explored various musical terrains. He released 2 solo albums and was a part of the band Bell Gardens. His work in debate and music has inspired a wide array of people, from science fiction writers to yoga practitioners, new parents, and students. As testimonials pour in from musicians and debate teams alike, one thing is clear. Brian McBride's dual legacy in music and debate has left an indelible impact. In his own words, he relished the times when you can surprise yourself and notice things that seem quite matter-of-fact but are actually quite beautiful depending on how you look at it. Tribute to Brian McBride. Number 8. Eddie Skoller, a lifetime of entertainment across borders. Eddie Skoller, the American-born but Danish-based entertainer, died on August 13th after a prolonged illness. He was 79 years old. Surrounded by family at Rigshospitalet in Copenhagen, Skoller passed away quietly according to statements by his family. The specific illness remains undisclosed. Born in Missouri in 1944, Skoller dreamt of entertaining people from an early age. He moved to Denmark, where he became a renowned figure in the entertainment industry. Though he initially studied economics at the Copenhagen Business School and worked for companies like Danfoss, Skoller's heart belonged to the stage. Making his debut in 1968 at Tivoli's Vice-Vershus, he enjoyed decades-long success. Some of his popular songs like What Did You Learn in School Today and En Enkel Sang om Fred became anthems of a generation. Skoller's career was incredibly diverse. In addition to his music, he also had one-man shows and corporate performances. He staged a comeback in a 2020 concert version of Jesus Christ Superstar, a show in which he had previously performed during its Denmark premiere in 1972. A passionate tennis player, Skoller was doubles partners with Danish composer Bent Fabricius Bjerre for years. In his private life, he was married to several prominent women, including actress Lisbeth Lundquist and later Norwegian musician Sissel Kyrkjebø. Skoller is survived by 5 children and his wife, Dorrit Elmquist. Eddie Skoller leaves a legacy of international entertainment, touching lives both in America and Denmark. His songs, stage presence, and charisma will be sorely missed. Tribute to Eddie Skoller. Number 7. Carl Cohen, a champion of academic freedom and ethical inquiry. Carl Cohen, esteemed philosopher and academic, passed away at the age of 92 on August 26th, according to the University of Michigan. Cohen's tenure at the institution spanned over 6 decades, leaving an indelible mark on the academic landscape. Cohen dedicated his life to academic pursuits, co-authoring seminal works like The Animal Rights Debate and Affirmative Action and Racial Preference. He was an intellectual powerhouse at the University of Michigan, serving as professor of philosophy and even as chairman of the faculty. His work on democracy, communism, and fascism were foundational texts for countless students. Notably, Cohen was a major figure in the development of the residential college at the University of Michigan. He authored the Blue Book, which laid the foundation for the residential college's philosophy. His impact was so lasting that an anonymous donation led to the naming of a reading room in his honor. A controversial figure at times, Cohen was unafraid to stand against prevailing opinions. He famously opposed race-conscious admissions, a stance that led to public and legal debates. Nonetheless, he was a staunch advocate for civil liberties, serving as chair of the Michigan affiliate of the ACLU and defending the freedom of expression in multiple forums, even when he disagreed with the content. Additionally, Cohen made a foray into labor arbitration in the 1970s, bringing his philosophical grounding in justice to real-world industrial conflicts. His arbitration awards have affected various industries and helped shape labor relations. Cohen leaves behind a legacy of rigorous intellectual pursuit and unyielding commitment to ethical principles. His contributions to academia, law, and social justice will continue to resonate for generations to come. Tribute to Carl Cohen. Number 6. John Kezdy, a trailblazer in punk music and law. John Kezdy, the iconic frontman of Chicago's post-hardcore punk band The Effigies, passed away at the age of 64 due to collision injuries on August 26th. The tragic incident occurred on Wednesday afternoon in Glencoe, Chicago, when Kezdy collided with a delivery van that had illegally stopped in a bike lane. He was pronounced dead on Saturday evening at Evanston Hospital. Kezdy was a towering figure in Chicago's early 80s punk scene. Along with his band The Effigies, he released 5 albums and several EPs, largely under their self-founded label, Ruthless Records. The band also starred in the 2007 film You Weren't There, which chronicled Chicago's punk scene from 1977 through 1984. Apart from his musical endeavors, Kezdy was also an attorney. He had degrees from Northwestern and DePaul College of Law and had served as a prosecutor and bureau chief in Illinois' legal system. Surviving a mass shooting and losing his younger brother to cancer in 2020, Kezdy's life was a testament to resilience. His influence was palpable, with producer Steve Albini saying, "Without John and the Effigies, I would never have made any records." Tribute to John Kezdy. Number 5. Bertrand Marchand, pioneering French footprint in global football. Bertrand Marchand, a notable French football player and manager, passed away on August 26th at the age of 70. Marchand started his career as a professional player for Rennes before transitioning into a managerial role, where he had stints with several clubs including Tour Foot 79, Guingamp, and Rennes as an educator and assistant coach. Marchand made a significant impact in Tunisia, where he led Es Sahel to victory in the 2007 CAF Champions League and a semi-final appearance in the FIFA Club World Cup the same year. This marked him as the only Frenchman, player or coach, to have achieved this feat, earning him the Unicatef Trophy and the 2008 CAF Super Cup. In the latter part of his career, Marchand worked with various clubs in the Persian Gulf and North Africa, including a period as the head coach of the Tunisian national team. His last appointment was with CS Cheba in 2019. Throughout his career, Marchand demonstrated a keen understanding of the game and had a transformative influence on the teams he managed. Tribute to Bertrand Marchand. Number 4. Svetlana Adyrkhaeva, the luminary of Soviet and Ossetian ballet. Svetlana Adirkhaeva, the acclaimed Ossetian and Soviet ballerina, passed away on August 27th at the age of 85. Born on May 12, 1938, in the village of Kumalag in North Ossetia, Adirkieva received her ballet training from the Leningrad State Choreographic Institute, graduating in 1955. She gained national recognition when she won the first prize for her performance as Odette Odile in Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake in 1958, a role she reprised at the prestigious Bolshoi Theater 2 years later. There she became a disciple of the legendary Galina Ulanova and received further mentorship from Marina Semyonova. Adyrkhaeva was honored as a People's Artist of the USSR in 1984, a testament to her immense contributions to the world of ballet. Later in her career, she transitioned into teaching, imparting her wisdom at the Russian Institute of Theater Arts and the Dance Academy of the new Humanitarian University of Natalia Nestorova, before returning to the Bolshoi Theater as an instructor. Her legacy in both performance and education leaves an indelible mark on the world of ballet, particularly in Russia and Ossetia. Tribute to Svetlana Adyrkhaeva. Number 3. Anvar Ibragimov, a master of the foil and Olympic legend. Anvar Ibragimov, an Olympic fencing champion renowned for his skill in team foil, passed away on August 27th at the age of 56. The news was confirmed by the Russian Fencing Federation, which expressed deep condolences to his family, friends, students, and colleagues. Ibragimov's crowning achievement came at the 1988 Olympics in Seoul, where he won gold in the team foil event. He also earned silver and bronze medals in world championships, solidifying his reputation as one of the sport's finest competitors. Anvar Ibragimov leaves behind not just a legacy of athletic excellence, but also a family deeply embedded in the world of fencing. His son, Cail Ibragimov, is a two-time world champion in Team Sabre, continuing the family's illustrious history in the sport. Tribute to Anvar Ibragimov. Breaking news. A swimming champion's death has sent ripples of shock and heartbreak through the sports community and has brought renewed attention to the spiraling fentanyl crisis in the U.S. Jamie Cail, 42, who once shone in swimming pools from California to Pan-Pacific Championships, was found dead in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Police confirm her demise as accidental fentanyl poisoning, citing an autopsy report. Originally from New Hampshire, Kale was discovered by her boyfriend on the floor of their home in February. Attempts to resuscitate her at Myra Keating Smith Clinic proved futile. The death underlines a national health emergency, with over 100,000 fentanyl-related overdose deaths recorded in 2021 alone, prompting the White House to seek an $800 million funding boost to combat the crisis. With Kale's tragic end, the fentanyl epidemic shows it spares no one, not even our decorated athletes. Now it's time to remember the legends who passed away in the past years. Number 2. Chadwick Boseman, a king on and off the screen. Chadwick Boseman, a transformative actor who rose to international fame as King T'Challa in Marvel's Black Panther, passed away at his home in Los Angeles on August 28, 2020, at the age of 43. He battled stage 4 colon cancer in secrecy, never allowing the disease to slow his artistry. His wife, Taylor Simone Ledward, and family were by his side. Boseman's acting career was a meteoric rise to stardom. Despite starting relatively late, his breakout role as Jackie Robinson in 42 Inches came at age 35. He rapidly became one of his generation's most sought-after leading men. Besides T'Challa, he portrayed several groundbreaking figures like James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, and even took roles that were thematically socio-political, such as his appearance in Spike Lee's Day 5 Bloods. Born on November 29, 1976, in Anderson, South Carolina, Boseman was inspired to pursue the arts by his older brother Kevin, a dancer. After attending Howard University, he moved to New York to work in theater before eventually moving to Los Angeles, where he found film stardom. Throughout his career, Boseman held on to his integrity and used his platform for a greater moral cause, including supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. His role as King T'Challa in Black Panther was more than just another acting role. It was a cultural phenomenon. the movie broke multiple box office records, earning over $1.3 billion globally. It shattered decades-old biases in Hollywood against black-led films, opening doors for a new generation of black artists. He had been developing several projects as a screenwriter and producer, aimed at continuing to elevate black voices in the industry. Public figures, including Joseph R. Biden Jr. and Oprah Winfrey, have expressed their grief and paid tributes to Boseman's life and career. His dedication to his craft, even while battling cancer, leaves an indelible mark of courage and dignity, setting an example for many to follow. Tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Number 1. Al Arbour, the architect of the Islanders dynasty. Al Arbour, the legendary coach who steered the New York Islanders to 4 consecutive Stanley Cup championships in the early 1980s, passed away at the age of 82 on August 28 in 2015. With a battle against Parkinson's disease and dementia, Arbour spent his last moments near his home in Sarasota, FLA. Remembered by many as one of the greatest coaches in the history of the National Hockey League, Arbour's contributions to the Islanders' success are unparalleled. Beyond his innovative coaching techniques, his humility and passion for the game marked him as a standout figure in the NHL community. A multi-talented force on the ice, Arbour didn't just earn respect as a coach, but also shone as a player, winning the Stanley Cup 4 times. But it was his strategic genius, motivational skills, and ability to command respect that transformed the Islanders from an expansion team to an NHL powerhouse. With players like Billy Smith, Dennis Potvin, and Brian Trottier under his leadership, the Islanders dominated the early 80s, setting records and leaving an indelible mark on professional sports. Trottier, reflecting on his experiences with Arbour, once mentioned how the coach held a father figure status in the team and how his presence was respected by all. Born in Sudbury, Ontario in 1932, Al Radar Arbour's journey in professional hockey spanned nearly 2 decades as a player. His subsequent shift to coaching saw him leave an indelible mark on the sport as he reinvented teams, set records, and left a legacy of excellence. The NHL, the Islanders, and the entire hockey community have lost a guiding light. His dedication, love for the sport, and commitment to excellence will continue to inspire generations of players and coaches. Tribute to Al Arbour. That concludes our coverage for today, but the stories of those we've lost continue to resonate with us all. We invite you to also watch our special feature on the 13 biggest stars who died recently, where we pay homage to the lives, talents, and legacies that have left an indelible mark on our world. You can find the link to that video in the description below, or click on the card appearing on your screen now. If you found today's video informative and touching, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Immortal News for more compelling stories and tributes. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.